Hi, my name is King Jeremiah. I am an associate here at NewGen Advisory. And today we're going to be talking about curb appeal at the hotel and why it is so very important in the hotel industry that hotels have a great curb appeal. So curb appeal is essentially the first impression that a guest or a potential guest has about the hotel based on the exterior of the property. So this is something, the first impression that they form of your hotel even before they set foot on a hotel property. So essentially, if the curb appeal is bad at a hotel, the guests may not even check in. They may not even come in to see what the inside of the hotel looks like. So in some cases, hoteliers may spend a lot of money renovating the lobby and the interior of the hotel. But if they fail to do a good job on the curb appeal, they may be diminishing the importance of their renovation because people may not even see what they have done on the inside because they walked away from the hotel based upon what they saw on the exterior. Curb appeal affects even the online booking reservations because nowadays many potential guests actually do a lot of research on the property before they make their booking. So they would look at the photos of the property, and if they see a great exterior, they may have a greater confidence in that they can book at this property. If the curb appeal is terrible, then they would simply move on to another property for their booking. Now, in some cases, hotels may have a great online presence and great photos of the curb appeal, but when the guest arrives at the hotel, if the message that they saw online for the curb appeal is not consistent with what they are seeing on the day of arrival, they may be disappointed, and that might be the start of a not so pleasant experience while they stay there at the hotel. So there are many different ways that a hotel can work on its curb appeal and to make sure that that first impression is a great experience for the guests. One of the main things they can do is work on the paint and the paint colors. Recently I was traveling and there was this hotel where the entire building was painted in gray, which made it look like a prison. And so, that is not the first impression that that hotel should want to portray to a potential guest. So having good colors, colors that fit into the area is a great way to help enhance the curb appeal of the property. Now, in some cases, making structural modifications of the hotel to improve the roof line of the property could be another way to improve the curb appeal. Looking at a property with just a straight flat roof, it might be unappealing to a potential guest. And so adding some structural elements to the roof line could be another way to enhance the curb appeal. Landscaping is a very important piece of the curb appeal, making sure that there are adequate shrubberies, flowers, and also that the weeds are not overtaken in the landscaping. And oftentimes, from a guest perspective, it's not always the hotel property itself, but it could also be the neighboring properties. So if a hotel is situated in a location where maybe the neighborhood or the neighboring property is not that great, the hotel owner may want to reach out to the property next door and say, hey, can we work with you to help improve the look of your property so that their own property looks better? Now, fencing sometimes is another way that could impact the curb appeal. Driving up to a property and there is a chain link fence at the property, a visible chain link fence, could give the impression, a negative impression to a guest. And so that should also be one other area that the hotelier can address. Make sure they have good quality fencing around their property. Now, lighting is also very important, not just for guest safety and security, but it makes the building be appealing. So having spotlights that shine onto the building and having adequate lighting throughout the parking lot is another great way to make sure that guests arriving at nighttime feel safe pulling into the property. Now, I know sometimes properties tend to try to save money on lighting by having motion sensor lighting, where the lights go off when someone is not in that area. If an approaching guest sees a dark area, they may not even want to venture into the parking lot, even though lights may turn on automatically once they enter. So make sure that there's adequate lighting throughout the property at nighttime to make the guests feel welcome. And then finally, there could be seasonal modifications to the curb appeal. So during special holidays like Christmas, having Christmas lights, but make sure that those decorations are only for the season where it is appropriate. So having, Christmas lights in July is not a great way to give a great impression about the curb appeal of your hotel. So with all of these items, those are great ways that any hotelier can implement to help enhance the curb appeal of their hotel. Thank you for watching this video on curb appeal and how important it is to give that great first impression to an arriving guest. If you would like to learn more about curb appeal and how you can enhance your property, feel free to log on to our website at www.newgenadvisory.com, or you can reach out to me directly. My contact details are in the link below, and you can always reach out with any questions or comments that you have about this particular presentation. But don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can get more information about other industry topics from NewGen Advisory. Thank you very much.